Peep game, you know what it is. It's your man Skyzoo, Skyzoo.
Never be a drought as long as I'm in the front. They looking around but couldn't find it off the jump.
Live from the borough, you watching Parker Vision. My man Peter Parker. Let's get it.
You know what it is? Parker Vision in full effect. We're in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A long way from Brooklyn with Skyzoo. What's up, man?
Yeah, what up, man?
You good?
Yeah, man, happy to be out here, you know?
No doubt. Moving around a little bit with the Ice Standard Showcase. Shout out to my man Jay Hatch. Moving around with these guys around the country. What's the vibe like when you get out of town? Like, what, you know, being in the Midwest. Is this new? Is this different for you?
It's dope, man. Being in Minnesota is different. It's my first time, but just overall, just traveling and being in different cities and things like that, it's great. You know, the fans are always receptive. The fans already know what it is, so it's beyond receptive. You know, honestly, they're always really in tune, really involved. You know, CD covers, ready to sign, hands in the air, knowing every word. So it's definitely a great feeling.
Being a Brooklyn rap kid, like, obviously dreaming of this,
right.
And now to have this, like you said, they sign in the things, they know the words. Right. Like, what does that mean to you personally, man?
It means a lot because at the end of the day, it means that the music is touching everyone that it needs to. You know what I mean? And when you make music, you know, you all want to make money, you all want to get it, but at the end of the day, it's also about just reaching as many people as possible. No matter what you're talking about in the music and how it goes, you want as many people to hear it and know you and know the music as you possibly can get, you know? So when you do these shows and those types of things happen, those reactions come with it, you know you're reaching people.
Are you writing, like, now more for them now that you know that they're with you?
Nah, I'm writing the same way because I know that's what drew them in. You know, the way I was writing from jump, as far as the angles I take and where I go, is what made them come in. You know, I'm growing as an artist always, you know what I mean? So it's not going to sound like it was 05, 06. It's going to sound like 2011 and beyond. But the perspective is still what it is in certain ways, you know?
You're definitely a lyricist, like, bottom line. Describe this writing process that you go through.
With me, I write everything in the studio. You know, I don't write at the crib. I don't write on a plane. None of that. You know, if I don't go to the studio for 3 weeks, I haven't written in 3 weeks. Like, I write everything on the spot in the studio. But that works for me. It may not work for other artists. I know people write at home, write, you know, here or there, write in the car, whatever's comfortable. For me, it's all in the lab. But at the same time, if I don't go to the studio for 3 weeks, that doesn't mean I'm not working it out. You know, I literally freestyle to myself every day. Yeah, I'll be in the crib doing the dishes or, you know, working out or whatever, and I'm freestyling to myself in my head. So it's still a lyrical exercise.
Most definitely, man. Obviously a Knicks fan. Yeah. How you feeling right now?
Love it. Love it, man. Went and caught my Mellow jersey as soon as it dropped.
It's that exciting.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like I'm 12 all over again.
It's dope.
It's in the closet. I got tickets to the game in a couple weeks. Yeah. It'll be the first time I've been to a game rocking a jersey. You know,
wow.
I've been to games tons and tons. Been too many games to even count. But when you're in the industry and you get tickets and you get older, you go to the game, you fresh, you wear whatever, and that's it.
Right.
I'm going to the game with my jersey on.
Big.
It's going down.
You know, and it's funny. He looks. I mean, I'm obviously a Celtics fan. I'm not going to hold it against you or anyone else from New York City.
That's roster in the game. Celtics for sure.
Very tough right now. Very strong. Looking strong in the East.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when you see Carmelo in the Knicks jersey, it looks natural.
Oh man, this is a wonderful thing, man. I'm so excited, man. I feel like I'm 12 all over again.
NBA is exciting. It got a lot more exciting last couple of years. East Coast, Eastern Conference, crazy right now.
Right. Absolutely, man.
Talk to me about Duckdown, like the situation you got with Duckdown. Is this the perfect situation for you?
Yeah, Duckdown is dope. You know, the thing about Duckdown is they understand what I want to do musically and what my vision is, you know. So at the end of the day, I make projects on Duckdown, you know, because we got two now, the Salvation and Live from the Tape Deck, both on Duckdown. You know, Live from the Tape Deck was with me and Illmind, both of them on Duckdown. What I do is hand them the CD, the mastered CD. They ship it off to the plant, and that's it. It ain't no, yo, what's the single? Yo, we don't like this record. We don't like that record. They believe, you know what I mean? They believe
that's dope.
And trust in the music. And there's artists out there that are on majors and even some that are on indies that don't have that luxury. You know, they have labels and A&Rs and suits and ties sitting there listening and dictating the music. I literally hand them the Salvation or hand them Live from the Tape Deck, and that's it. You know what I mean? And that's amazing because that means they believe in what I do musically and they trust me to know we don't even got to really sit and dissect this. We know it's going to be what it is.
Yeah, and I thought it was smart when they got some younger guys. They got you. They got you know, Kids in the Hall. Yeah, you can see that. You can see the Torres doing his thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it seems like there's a good future for Duckdown, and obviously the classics, Sean Price, you know, Black Moon. But to have you, it made so much sense. It was like Skyzoo, of course.
Right. Yeah. And what they did with that, they just stayed relevant. You know what I mean? And they made it where you're gonna have the fans that was there with them from day one, the fans that are in their 30s and 40s who was there for Black Moon, Smith & Wesson, Helter Skelter, OGC, all that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they also have fans that are 15, 16 years old now that wasn't there, you know, when Black Moon and all that first came up. But they're fans of Duck Down because of Skyzoo, because of Kids in the Hall, because of Torre, Rusty Jukes, you know what I mean? So many different artists. It was incredibly smart what they did over there with that.
Somebody told me, listen, I'm gonna screw it. I know I'm gonna screw it up, but you can sell an old man a young man's car, but you can't sell a young man an old man's car. So when you use Skyzoo and Kids in the Hall as a little bit of bait to bring the young guys in. Oh, by the way, but when you're talking about, you know, older people trying to sell them on a younger artist, it's a different mentality.
I totally agree. I mean, a perfect example is as you look at the rebirth of Sean Price. You know what I mean? Sean Price is appealing to kids that are in college and may not remember the significance that a Black Moon and the Helter Skelter and everybody had.
When I was in high school, Helter Skelter was the shit.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was in junior high when all that was going on. But you have younger kids now that weren't there and don't remember that. But now they know it, and now they go out and buy Monkey Bars, and they go out and buy Jesus Price Superstar and all the other albums that Price has. You know, and that's just one small example of what Duck Down is doing.
Most definitely. What's next for you? Obviously, a couple of albums coming out, you know, came out through Duck Down. What's next? What are we looking for the summertime?
Oh man, new mixtape, The Great Debater, is coming out in like late spring, so that'll ride out through the summer. A bunch of videos and everything off that. Touring as always, you know what I mean. Doing shows, doing spot dates, doing more tours overseas and things. But The Great Debater is the next project. It's the next full-length project. It's a mixtape, online download type mixtape, but it's going to be treated like every other project I do. All original music, lyricism through the roof, collabos, production, everything just through the roof, you know what I mean?
Feeling the energy, man. Definitely. We're very excited. I've been supporting for a long time. I've been harassing this man to get an interview. I seen him with Banner in New York. I was like, Sky, got to get the interview, son.
Yeah, nah, we've been rocking for a minute, man. For those who don't know, my man Peter Park's been holding down for a minute as far as what I'm doing and the music and the movement that I'm moving. So, you know, shout out to my man Peter Parker for real.
Yo, shout out to Skyzoo. Support this, man. Support real hip-hop. Park Original Full Effect. We in Minnesota. You already know what it is, man.
And they call me us, more so with it, leaked all over it. Pin it in the pocket, ink bleed all over it. Louis wallet turned blue like the mead choking it. Pardon on behalf of the pen, he ain't notice it.